Hi guys, so my name is Maddie Castelvitri and I was a senior in the class of 2019. Um, One piece of being a portrait of a graduate that I thought was really important and that I experienced a lot throughout my years at Narden was serves others with humility and compassion. So I had the opportunity my junior year to go on a service trip, and I really felt that it helped enlighten me and become more of a compassionate person, and I really carried that into my senior year, especially when college letters came out and a lot of rejections came through. It's really important that you're there and compassionate, not only for yourself and realizing that, okay, I didn't get into this school, but there's other options for me, and being compassionate towards yourself and others, especially during college admissions time. It's very hard. Hi guys, so my name's Maddie Castelvitri and I was a senior in the graduating class of 2019. And another piece of a portrait of a graduate that I thought was really important was leads with confidence, strength, and integrity. And I know integrity is one of those words that is just kind of shoved down your throat all of your years here at Narden, but I think especially in your senior year when the work is just, it seems to just pile on and you don't want to do it anymore because you're just really ready to get out and just start fresh and start something new. It is important to do your own work still because you don't want to lose those habits going into college. I know that's one thing my mom has always told me, that if you can give up right now, you can stop doing your work in school, or you can keep going and it'll be a lot easier when you go into college next year and you still remember how to work hard and do all of the things that you've been taught at Narden.
Hi seniors, it's Julia. One piece of advice that I have for you guys is to stay in touch with everyone you possibly can. And I don't mean after Narden, I mean in these last moments that you have at this school. I was going through my freshman year yearbook the other day and I was looking at all the signatures, and I realized that a lot of those people who signed my yearbook I haven't talked to since freshman year. And I mean, we have such small classes. I mean, there's only 100 people in your class, and I think it's important to talk to everyone, to be at least friendly with everyone, because those aren't people that you're going to see for every day for the rest of your life, and those are people that you've spent the last 3 years with, and this is your last year. And I think it's just important to have conversations with those people, because you're going to miss the girl in your science class who you were lab partners with sophomore year. You're going to miss those people. You're going to miss having conversations with those people. And it's important to take advantage of every moment and opportunity you have with someone. So, yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Abby Zarowitz, and I want to talk to you about becoming a leader. Now, I feel like there is a common misconception of what being a leader really means. People think that it means you have to be the captain of your sports team, or you need to be the president of a club, but that's not always true, because you could be a leader in so many other ways. We always need people to lead the way in being kind, and we need people to lead the way in helping others. And you can tutor people, you can join as much as possible, and you can lead people in that kind of Renaissance woman type of deal. And never think that there's not something you can't conquer because you simply don't have a title. Okay? You can do whatever you set your mind to. Just go out and get it and be the leader that we need today. Okay. Another quality of a
Hey guys, I'm Emma Yauk, and the portrait of a graduate quality that I'll be focusing on is leading with confidence. So what that meant for me is that all 4 years at Narden, you really should try to join clubs, sports teams, because they bring instant friends, instant confidence in the success you have. And it really helps to create a balance between your athletics or your extracurriculars and your schoolwork and academics, which colleges really love to see. And for me, joining crew really helped me feel more confident from the success I got for it, and led to my recruitment, which helped me really figure out college. So everything leading with confidence in your clubs, your sports teams really helps. So yeah, bye.
What is your advice for a future senior in her senior year?
Hi, seniors. Please enjoy this year. My best advice would be don't wish it away. Enjoy every moment. Be good, be strong, be kind.
Hey guys, so another portrait of a graduate quality that I thought was very important was critical thinking. And when I think of critical thinking, I think of the fact that you really should take AP and honors courses. And I know they seem hard, and I know the upperclassmen complain about them, but they really do help. Hard work pays off with the curves you get, which are just so nice. That's such a great average booster. And some of my favorite teachers have been my AP and honors teachers, which they're so good. And colleges do love to see AP credits because if you do well on the AP exam, you get a college credit. Always nice. And a lot of colleges get to see the course choices you get to make. So if there was just a normal math or an AP math, you take the AP, they like that a lot better. So yeah, critical thinking is definitely important in a Narden graduate. Bye.
I wouldn't say there's one singular experience that has shaped my high school career, but I would say many different people have morphed me into the person I am now. I would definitely like to thank my family for always being there for me, and my friends that always have been there to support me, and my teachers that were always there whenever I had questions as well. And yeah, thank you.
So, some advice I would definitely give for senior year is really early on in the year, September, even August, just get on top of everything college related that you need to do. It's definitely something I regret not doing as much. I mean, I definitely knew what colleges I wanted to apply to, but I wasn't really on top of like everything that they were looking for. You know, I wrote my Common App essay and Matthias checked it over and, you know, she said it was good, but there are so many supplements for like every school and I just wasn't on top of it. And so I was really scrambling. So like I would just look at every college that you want to apply to. Make sure you are doing everything that they require for their applications because November 1st, you know, January 1st, it rolls around really quickly and you're so overwhelmed then. So my advice is just to get on it really early and just be as organized and on top of it as you can.
Hey guys, I'm Lainey Massett and I'm currently a senior. One part of being a Narden Academy graduate is that you lead with confidence, strength, and integrity. During my time at Narden, a moment when I exhibited this was when I assumed a leadership role in Narden's Radical Math Club. As the co-president of the club, I had to help organize the school-wide pie eating contest and Pie Day. In order to do this, I had to really strengthen my leadership role to make sure that pies were brought in and that we had enough pudding for the pie eating contest, and to make sure that everything else ran smoothly. Thus, I demonstrated this facet of the portrait of a Narden Academy graduate.
If I could give one advice to the sophomore class, it's to definitely not take these next 4 years for granted. They'll go by really, really fast. And if you have any questions and concerns, don't be afraid to talk to your teachers because they will always be there to help you. And join clubs and activities, make friends, and just enjoy your 4 years here because they'll go by really fast. And don't forget to have fun.
Hi, my name's Emily Denhays, and I was in the 2019 graduating class from Narden. An advisory topic that I chose to talk about was friendship. And something important about friendship is that at Narden or anywhere, it doesn't matter how many friends you have. You don't need to have a huge friend group. It's important that you have friends and you shouldn't be alone. But you don't need many, and that you should keep your friends close because throughout your years at Narden, you may start off with a group of friends, then you may transition to a different group of friends. And it's important that you keep them close because friends are so important. And over the weekend or during the week, you should make efforts to see your friends and, you know, find something to do with them because having friends is extremely important. One thing I will say is that you find your true friends in your senior year, and everyone in your class gets extremely close and you get to know everyone so much more. That's why I valued my senior year because I got to know so many other girls that I hadn't known as well before.
Hi guys, my name is Maddie Castelvetri and I was a senior in the graduating class of 2019. And one advisory topic that I wish we worked on a little bit more or even touched base on, because I can't remember if we ever talked about it, would be self-love and self-care, because I feel like with all of your work senior year, it's very hard, especially in the beginning with the college process, to find the time to really sit down and unwind and just relax a little bit after your hard day. I know it just kind of feels like it's a time of your life where you're just running 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then you go home and you just keep working on more of the same stuff. But if you just take a little part of your day and just focus on yourself and not college and not school, I know it really helps. One thing I did last year was that I joined a gym and I gave myself 30 minutes every day. I would just go to the gym. I didn't have to burn a ton of calories. I just went to do something for myself.
Hello, seniors. I would give you the following advice to be successful. When you're going on all those college visits and having those interviews, make sure you keep your teachers up to date so they can plan accordingly. If you get sick at all during your senior year, please make sure that you stay ahead of your work and get caught up. And senior year is supposed to be a lot of fun, so have fun with it. Just make sure that you handle your business in the classroom as well.
Another portrait of a graduate that is very important to me is to be someone that leads with confidence and strength. My advice to seniors is to branch out of your own friend groups and your own social circles, and you'll be amazed to see that people that you would never think could be your friends or could be people you had anything in common with actually do. And I think that's a big regret and a big mistake that a lot of seniors, a lot of people that graduate high school, especially Narden, make, is that they create these groups and they stick to them, and they meet people senior year, then they think that they should have been friends with them a long time ago. So I think it's very important to branch out to different people in your class, and you would just be surprised the people that you have something in common with and you actually can connect with.
Hi, seniors. A memory and experience, and I guess it's also advice that I have for you guys is to take advantage of your service opportunities that you have here at Narden. I know that service hours are kind of like this big cloud hanging over your head because you need 80 to graduate, but I think that it's important to choose a line of service that is actually interesting to you. I personally volunteered with SABA, which is an ice skating program where you skate with people with disabilities. And I really loved that program, and it actually showed me that that's what I want to do for the rest of my life, to work with people with disabilities. So it's more than just service at Narden. Yeah, it's a requirement to graduate, but it's also, they're amazing opportunities that I wouldn't have had if I didn't have to have those hours to graduate. So it's really important to take advantage of those opportunities, because I know they're seen as a drag and they're seen as something that you don't want to do, but they are really, really good experiences.
Hi seniors, so my name is Jessie Pasquale. I'm a senior in the 2019 class, and if I had any advice for you guys, it would just be not to start procrastinating at the end of the year. As I'm filming this at the end of the year, it's beginning to be really hard to not fall into the senioritis trap, and everyone's joking around about it and stuff, but you really got to stay up on your work, because you're going to get down to 5 days left of school and you're going to have all these zeros in and you're going to be freaking out, and it's not going to let your last few days at Narden be carefree and awesome. So just make sure throughout all your days here, all your months prior to you graduating, that you're staying on track of your work, and it's going to make your last days at school so much easier and so much more enjoyable to be with your friends. So the workload honestly is so much easier with the schedule, as you guys know, so just make sure to make it your priority to get all your work done, so like I said, you can graduate on a good note with all your teachers, you have nothing to be upset about, and you'll have a great final days at Narden.
So going into senior year, I had to take Clayworks, basic Clayworks, and I was really dreading it because I'm very bad at art, and I knew I was going to be the only senior, so I thought it was something that I was just going to have to kind of suffer through. It was something I was going to be bad at. But one portrait of the Narden graduate is curious and creative, and so I ended up going into Clayworks, and it was a fun experience. I got to talk to some underclassmen. I got to, get my hands in some clay and try a form of art that I'd never really tried before, and as it turns out, I wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, and it was just a really positive experience. So go into everything open-minded and creative and just have fun.
Having integrity is also very important. Integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principle. This is really important because you should always do the right thing when no one is looking and always try to be the best version of yourself so you can be the happiest and just feel good about yourself all around. You should never lie to your teachers or cheat on tests or copy people's homework because it's not going to help you in the end, it's only going to hurt you. And you should never lie to your peers. You should always have honest friendships and relationships with everyone around you so they can gain the most respect for you. And never burn bridges with anybody, not your classmates or your teachers, because you never know who you might need later in life and how other people who can help you that you've spent the past 4 years with. So that's really important. I remember I copied my friend's homework and it ended up failing the test. So it didn't help me in the end, and I just really hurt myself in the end. So don't do that, and just have integrity and be honest.
Hi, I'm Ms. Hartmeyer. I teach health and physical education. Girls, work hard, but always take time for yourself. Don't sweat the small stuff, and have a great 4 years.
Hey guys, so for this video I was supposed to talk to a faculty member about advice for the incoming seniors, and I talked to Megan from the athletic department. You probably all know her from scheduling your practices and getting you on the buses, but she told me to tell you all to enjoy it, simply enjoy it, and that take advantage of every moment. Her high school sports just made her high school experience so much better, made her friends, everything like that. And she encourages everyone to try out for the sports that they would want to try or that they already try and they love. And yeah, high school's important. High school's so fun. And yeah.
During senior year and your 4 years at Narden, it is really important to serve others with compassion because you and your classmates really need each other throughout these years. And you never know what one another is going through or at home or just even at school. So it's really important to always lend a helping hand and be there for each other and always just be kind and want to help your friends. I remember during my junior year, I was going through something really tough, and my classmates were always there for me. Same with my teachers. If I ever needed to talk to someone that wasn't my family, it was such a good escape just to talk to people who weren't really in the situation but always gave good insight about it. And maybe they were going through something similar too. So it was really helpful just to have for them to have compassion for me. So you should always have compassion for others because they will return the favor. And you can get through anything with your classmates and your teachers.
Hey guys, so for this last video I have to focus on an advisory topic, and the topic I chose is sportsmanship. So learning about this advisory topic, it really hit home because I am an athlete and I do think being a good sport is very important. So I've always was taught you win together, you lose together. That's the point of teamwork, the point of camaraderie, you know. And being a good sport, again, so important because there's a lot of people out there who are bad sports and it just brings everybody's mood down and you don't want that. And another thing about being a good sport is having respect. Respect for players, respect for coaches, respect for fans, all of that. You can't just bring somebody else's mood down because you're upset or the team's upset, you know? So being a good sport, being a good athlete is very important for a Narden graduate and for anyone. Yeah.
Go.
Hi girls, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Mrs. Ricka. You know, I direct the musicals and I direct the band here at Narden. Do this for me when you go away next year. Be yourself, be involved, have fun, but be yourself. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's the most important. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Does this go for incoming seniors throughout the year, right?
You bet. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Lainey Massett and I'm currently a senior. One part of being a Narden Academy graduate is that you are a creative, curious, and critical learner. During my junior year, I helped plan and organize a science event for the school-wide science days ran by the Narden Academy STEAM Club. In order to run my event, I had to use my critical learning skills as well as my creativity to come up with an engaging and fun activity that still pertained to science. I used my curiosity of science to help further my research, and in the end, I was able to put together my event and it ran successfully, and thus I exemplified that facet of a Narden Academy graduate. Hey guys, I'm Lainey Massett, and I'm currently a senior. In our senior year advisory, we covered many topics, but one especially interesting one was time management and just the college process in general. My advisor, Miss O'Brien, was super kind and sweet all the time, and while we were all freaking out and over whether our SAT scores were going to get there on time or whether we were going to get accepted into this school or that, she would remind us that we would find the right college for us no matter what, and that everything would work out. I think this is really important to remember as you are stressing about the college application process. I know it can seem overwhelming, but it'll all work out in the end. You'll all end up happy wherever you go. You just have to make the most of your experience there. So overall, don't stress too much. It'll really work out in the end.
One quality I've gained listed in the Narden Portrait of a Graduate is being a critical learner. Everyone learns different ways and different methods, and I just wanted to let you know that asking questions is one of the ways that I learn best. Don't be afraid to be the person in class that asks every question, words everything differently, because that person was me. And I was able to achieve, especially my senior year, very high grades because I wasn't afraid of asking questions. So, yeah.
Hi everyone, bonjour. I'm Madame Bradley, as you know. My advice for you is to continue with your foreign language in your senior year. You can do so much with the language in the upper levels. You can have lots of fun discussions, watch movies, and read books, and you have a lot more say in what you study in an upper level foreign language class. And it keeps you fresh for your foreign language requirement in college. If you have to take a placement exam, you will still have your language going into your university, so you can get into a higher level class and skip out of the basic requirements. So that's my advice for you.
Hi seniors, one thing I want to talk about and reflect on is your legacy. I think one thing that we don't really think about until our last year, at least for me personally, is the effect that you're going to leave on Narden and the person you're going to be when you graduate. I think that this year is really important to be the best person that you can possibly be, because this is the person that your classmates and your teachers are going to remember. This is the best person that you're going to be at Narden, and you need to take advantage of that opportunity. And I think you need to try your hardest in everything that you do, because that is the legacy that you're going to leave at Narden. And it's important to not get wrapped up in all the stupid stuff, all the drama, all the friend issues, because that's not what people are going to remember. People are going to remember how you made them feel and what you did, and you need to choose whether that's going to be the good or the bad.
Hi, my name's Emily Denhays. I was in the graduating class of 2019 from Narden, and one thing I've learned from Narden is that confidence is super important. Several teachers at Narden have made me more confident in myself than I was before, including Mrs. Swanson and Miss O'Brien, and I would always go see them if I ever needed help with math or science, and they always helped me and made me feel more confident in when I was taking my tests or doing my homework or whatever it is. And the important thing about being confident in yourself is that it can open you up to so many things that you were so blind to. Like, it can open you up to your intelligence, to your capability, and it can just open you up to so many different opportunities. So one piece of advice that I will give you is to stay confident in yourself and always believe in yourself.
Recognize that we're a great school and look to the upperclassmen and see those who have accomplished a lot, who are very involved in the school in all areas, and I would say to them, get involved in the sense of go beyond your comfort levels. Make friends with lots of kids, different activities, and you'll just be a better person for it.
Okay.
One of the advisory topics that I wish we touched more on was gratitude, because Narden girls, we naturally complain. Like, things aren't always peachy keen and sunshine and rainbows, but that comes with high school. And Narden is a beautiful community of beautiful people, and please just be so grateful for it, and sooner rather than later, because so many people are coming down to the end of their high school career and just now figuring out just how good they had it. And people are out there and they don't have it as good as you. And you can make it through whatever it is that is causing you hardship right now. You have to look at everything around you and just be so happy with it, because there's not a single reason not to be. Be in the moment, love your school, and love yourselves. Mwah.
One advisory topic that we touched upon a little, but we really didn't get into was female empowerment. And going to an all-girls school, I was kind of disappointed by this, because I think it's so easy, especially in kind of the intense competitive environment at Narden, to just focus on yourself and focus on getting through everything. But in reality, it's an all-girls school, and we have so many opportunities to help each other, help those around us, and even in the simplest ways, and I just think that's something really important and something I would like to see Narden talk more about, especially in March, which is, Women's Month. I would love to see talking about it more in the advisories, maybe even leading an assembly or two, some activities around the school. And I think it's an awesome topic, and I think going to an all-girls school is definitely something we should talk more about.
Do you have any advice for the senior class?
I would like to advise you to be sure to turn in all of your paperwork. Anything required for any colleges you might be considering, anything required of the guidance office, the main office, and of course, all of your assignments. And there's also somebody that works here at Narden that would like to send you this friendly reminder.
Don't forget to turn in your paperwork, Wazowski.
Go.
Okay, so if you don't know me, I'm Madame. But here's the deal. Come to school. I know it's senioritis and you don't want to be here, but neither do we. But just show up to school. Can't wait to see you.
Number one, keep up with the calc worksheets. No doubt about it. And number two, you will go to college and be amazing wherever you go. That's all.
Hi seniors, I need to find some good advice for you. Actually what it is don't stress so much about college. I promise you, you're getting into one. It might not be your favorite top school, but it's going to be a good school because you're all so smart. Enjoy your senior year. This is your last time with these wonderful girls that you made friendships with, so make sure you're enjoying that. I know Disney's always a huge hit, but keep in mind, the year's not over once you get into college. That second half of the year gets away from you, and don't let that happen to you. Find a way to stay focused, even though you're really already focused on that first year of college. Good luck.
Hi, my name's Emily Denhays, and Narden has made me strong. Throughout my 4 years of high school, I've dealt with the stresses of sports and school and homework and tests, and you just have to keep in mind that it does end and it does get better, and to never give up, and as stressful as things get or as hard as things get, just push through, and at the end of the year, you'll feel such a relief when you leave that last exam. It's so important that you stay focused and you just keep in mind that this all means something, and that when you go to college, you'll have the experience from Narden of being strong and pushing through, and that's extremely important. So keep that in mind through your 4 years of high school.
The one thing I loved about being at Miss Braz's advisory is that whenever something came up or we wanted to discuss something, we could always discuss it in our group and be rest assured that no one would be making fun of it or saying something about it, that we would always have a respectful conversation, and Miss Braz would always be there to help us or be there for us whenever we needed it. And I think that was also very beautiful, and that's what I loved about my advisory.
Hey guys, I'm Maddie Castelvetri. I was a senior in class of 2019, and this video is just a few snippets of teachers giving you advice for going into your senior year.
Go. Follow your passion. Be good leaders at the school. That's good.
Just say keep it wild.
Keep it wild.
Keep it wild.
No, but
Listen, guys, it's senior year. Do yourself a favor and come to school at least 70% of the time.
My advice to the new seniors coming in is make as many memories as you can together, because once you go to college, you know, people grow apart, but friends may come and go, but the memories last forever.
Thank you. Hey Megan, what advice do you have for seniors?
Enjoy it.
That's so good. Thank you.